Rust demonstration video. Wheel wells. Find the rust on the quarter panels, rocker panels. Very minimal. Hopefully this will get this picked up. Minor surface stuff there. You'll see it's just a bunch of surface scaling. There's a spot right there that's just chipped paint. You'll see that there's no real rust to that. The wheel wells. Get some sort of undercoating done. There's your exhaust. This right here was a repair that was done because a nut inside there, if you can see, there's like a weld nut in the subframe. It had stripped out in a previous owner, so they cut it out and they put a bolt in. I then replaced it with a grade 8 bolt. I've been monitoring that and it's been holding up pretty well. Just something to take into account. Here's your rust. See, the exhaust is pretty rust free, the subframe is pretty rust free. You see all those linkages are good. The e-brake cables do not work. You have to get new cables. If you can see down there, the little weld seam where the rust always likes to start, that seems to be in pretty good condition. Over there it's a bit chewed up from jacking, but no rust. Last all winters, you'll see the exhaust can. It's solid. I do believe, I'm not sure how much of it is stainless, but it sure has that yellowish tinge of a stainless exhaust. I don't know for certain. This is what it is. So, there's your little scale on your roll bar. That's probably the rustiest piece on the car, that flange, and that's holding tight. So, and that's as far as I can tell. Check the hood. Normal surface on the exhaust manifold. But other than that, I mean, you know, your strut towers, good. Strut towers, good. No corrosion down in there. No, barely some corrosion on the head bolt and the heads of the bolts. To consider, you have down deep in there, you see that alternator bracket. That is a piece of all thread with some locking nuts on it. That had to be done that way because the original bolt slipped out mid-drive and is now gone. So that's just something to monitor. There is a very slight oil leak out of the front of the engine. I don't know if it's coming out of the valve valve cover, but it does get on the belt. So that has to be particularly tight, and I put a belt dressing on it, and I tighten it to the point where, you know, it's comfortable, but I feel it's not damaging the bearings. So that should be in good order. What else? Well, let's check the front. Yeah, that's about it. I had to replace the what do you call it? The shift cables. Beware of those. They do go bad after a while, and they're not cheap. So let's see. That's it. Let's see. Go up front. Check the off the hood. Battery acid seepage came out there that I have covered in LPS3 corrosion inhibitor, which is excellent stuff. It's used in the aircraft industry. I buy it by the gallon jug. MasterCard, $50. Suggest everybody. Strut towers are good. Strut towers are good. Water accumulation in here. None of that's gone. None of that's gone. As I said, bottom of the doors, good, as you can see. Along the sill there, and you see that right there. There's little splits, but I put LPS3 in that as well. So, routine. Corrosion status quo. Headlights, of course, work. Check that. You see the bottom of the door looking pretty good. Door looking pretty good. No rust spots. Rocker panel, no rust at all. The hinges. Looking good, no rust. So that's pretty much it. Those of you, you know, concerned about the rust, check on the hinges here. See the hinges down in there. Focuses properly. No rust.